Hey everyone, another edition of Off the Top Rope here on the Off the Mic Sports Network. Some news in the aftermath of some bizarre stuff had been going on in WWE this week, and I think a lot of people took it the wrong way. I've talked about how the debut of Raw on Netflix was received, insane viewership numbers all over the place. Even though people were trying to knock it down and throw out false information. That's just wrestling discourse in 2024, 2025 now. Um, but really, what WrestleMania is going to look like and the portrayal of The Rock, particularly on Monday and Tuesday, was interesting because he was very buddy buddy with Roman Reigns. He was even more shockingly buddy buddy with Cody Rhodes, who not even a calendar year ago was beating him into a bloody pulp in the rain in front of his bus. And there's now been some more, reporting and information that has come out. A couple of outlets have now reported that it seems like the Rock Cody Rhodes match that everybody thought, I didn't think it was going to happen at WrestleMania 41. The Rock Cody Rhodes match that was rumored to be on the books based off of the post angle following WrestleMania on Raw, where The Rock gave something to Cody, and it seemed like they held each other's championships. It was an interesting moment in Philadelphia. And then, they have this whole buddy. They say, "Hey, you've been carrying the company." They shook each other's hand. It was weird, but a lot of people are mad about how the circumstance and how we got to this point of, oh, Rock Cody Rhodes is not on the table anymore. All right, let me break this down here because all along, if you follow me on this channel, I've told you Rock Cody is not the match you go to this year. And that's provided that The Rock is available. The match you do is Rock Roman Reigns. That's the match that everybody wanted, or at least, the match that everybody seemingly wanted. And then, this Cody finishing the story thing, Rock pivoted, they pivoted. We've seen the documentaries, we've seen all the stuff. Here's my take on it. I'm not surprised that this has come out, and I'm not surprised the way that they played what they did on Raw. First of all, I've said it. Kayfabe is dead. Kayfabe is dead. So we can end that conversation right here. Rock can do whatever the fuck he wants. So the way I read this situation is it was always the plan at WrestleMania 40 for Rock to face Roman Reigns. Obviously, some booking decisions and late, stuff that we've seen the documentaries of how it came out. Rock turned heel for that particular angle to set up, what was going to happen at that WrestleMania. Rock has been away, and yes, he showed up at Bad Blood for a face-to-face appearance that was, pretty vague, but they left it open-ended to kind of keep you on your heels. What this told me, with the way that they handled this situation, and they kind of left it a little bit open-ended with Rock saying, "Hey, I'm always 20 steps ahead," saying what he did on NXT. But I think that plays more into the Roman Reigns side of things as opposed to, the Cody Rhodes side of things. I think what The Rock was doing in telling Cody Rhodes he's done a good job in carrying the company, that was Dwayne Johnson, member of the board of directors and, TKO shareholder. That's Dwayne Johnson. But also, what it tells me, Rock came back. Really, the match that he wants to do is with Roman Reigns because he recognizes that's the match that is going to be the biggest box office attraction out there. Cody Rhodes and The Rock was a fun idea. And I just don't think The Rock, with his schedule and with his age, even though he's in great shape, I just don't know how many wrestling matches he has left. And if they're going to do a match this year, the match is against Roman Reigns. It's very clear. They played it up with, the passing of the Ulafala. It's very clear. If you watch that show on Monday, they did everything in their power to tell you Cody Rhodes and The Rock is not happening. That was a fun idea. It was fun to think about, but Rock is around for special appearances. And the one match that he's wanted to do since we could go all the way back to 2015 when he showed up and saved Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble, one of the most notoriously bad moments in WWE history. This has been a match close to a decade in the making. And Cody, it's a fun idea for, it came out of a bit of bad booking and they lucked into a really good situation and some amazing storytelling. And a lot of people are going to be mad. Oh, what's the payoff for this? Guys, it was for a few months build to one of the great WrestleMania ends of all time. If I told you last year that you were going to get at some point Roman Reigns and Rock, and also get Cody finishing his story, that amazing 5-minute sequence at the end of that match. My sister remembers it. It's one of my proudest moments as a wrestling fan, seeing my sister with the childhood glee, watching all of the entrances and all the people showing up in that last 5 minutes of that match. I would not trade that for the world with everything that The Rock gave to that build. Giving up his babyface status, being the final boss, making a new character. Because now, look what we have. We've got Roman Reigns, the OTC, as a babyface, which we never thought we'd see. A beloved Roman Reigns character. It's just, I mean, that has a lot to do with the tribal chief thing. But now, with Rock doing this heel turn, like a lot of this stuff that we thought we're doing for Cody, it's going to make this Roman Reigns Rock match, whenever it does happen, that much better. But what this told me was what I had already known. They were doing everything in their power to tell you Cody and The Rock was never the plan. It wasn't going to be the plan. That storyline was effectively killed off in kayfabe. And if you're mad about that, that's your own prerogative. If you're insulted by it, how it is, look, try telling Dwayne Johnson or The Rock what the fuck to do. I'm not doing it. He'd kick my ass. He'd probably kick your ass. So, but yeah, that's my read on that situation. I would expect something to come down the line. Roman Reigns is now in the Royal Rumble. Paul Heyman announced that on SmackDown. So I think that's going to play into the build. It's just, to me, there's just, I don't see a firm direction for Roman Reigns if he's not facing The Rock this year. And I don't think he's going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania this year. So a lot on the table that can be figured out, but we'll talk about that down the road. That's this edition of the Off the Top Rope. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.